We go. Another episode. Been a while, but I'll explain that in a second. Let me hit record. G'day, trendsetters. Welcome to episode 195 of the Train Smooth podcast. My name is Tim Egg, and if you have any questions you'd like submitted through to the show, jump on through to the website, trainsmooth.com, and submit your questions. So I do apologise. I've had near on a week off from doing the show, and I did have really good intentions. I was up in Cairns for Ironman. I took my microphone and everything, all pumped, raring to go, and I just didn't do it. I got carried away by just doing very little, actually. But it was a pretty cool weekend, except for race day. Race day sucked. But anyway, if anyone's remotely interested what happened on race day, I ended up DNFing 19Ks into the run, and so I've got a full race report on my personal website, timegg.com, if you're remotely interested. But if you're not, let's get on with the show. So today's question comes from Bone through Twitter. I work 10 hours a day currently training for my first full iron distance. How do I manage more sleep? I'm in that 10 to 11 hour training, a week training load. My shifts are Wednesday through to Saturday, so I have Sunday through to Tuesday. So I can relate to this because I do 12-hour shifts. 1 week I'll do two 12-hour shifts, and the next week I'll do 5 12-hour shifts, and sometimes overtime. I freaking hate overtime. Because it's interfering with training and other crap I like to do. So what I don't know about trying to get more sleep. So sleep's obviously is very important. I read some research a little while ago that it's something ridiculous amount of our recovery comes through sleep. It's like 94% or 92% or something ridiculously high comes through sleep. So sleep is more important. A lot of the time it's not trying to get less sleep to do crap. It's what we're doing in that, 16 hours that we're up. What are we doing in that to make it impactful? So those 4 days that you've got off, those 4 days that you're working, you obviously, there's no real need to put big training loads in those 4 days. I'd be looking at scaling it back to 40 minutes to an hour of sessions, and then loading up your other days. So for instance, I'll give a rough template. Monday you could do a long bike ride. Tuesday you can do a swim in the morning, and in the afternoon you might do 60 to 90 minute ride, followed by a 20 to 30 minute run off the bike. If you can go longer on the run, if time permits, definitely. So Wednesday, your first day back on shift, you might do a run, just an hour run. So let's say you're working days, you could do like a quick 10-minute call session just before work or during work if you can. And then at afternoon, you come home, meal with the family. Once you settle in, go out for a quick run. If it's short distance, you might, if you've only got like 40 minutes or so, might as well make it a faster session. If you got an hour, but then you got a lot more room to play with. Thursday, if you can possible, go for a swim. Again, these shifts during work week, during the 4 work days, just up to an hour. That's all you really need. So Friday, a bike. If you got an indoor trainer, that's perfect. Saturday, you can either have this as a rest day, or depending on how you feel, you can focus on a weaker part. So if your run's lacking a little, put a run in, or if the bike's lacking, put a bike in, whatever. And then Sunday is your first day off, so you're probably going to be a little bit tired. So probably put in a swim and a long run, make yourself more tighter. And there's a couple of other little hacks you can do to try and, I don't know what you do for work, but for instance, if you stand up a lot, during work. So if you're working behind a desk, for instance, and you can be able to do it as a standing platform, or you're in a warehouse, or whatever you do, if you can stand for a long periods through the day, you're putting that natural fatigue into the body. So going for a run that afternoon, your legs are already tired. That's beautiful work. So you can try and smooth that in as you're... Just think of things like that within your training to help balance it out nicely. Yeah. So that's just some thoughts there. There's obviously not much you can do during those 4 days, and then on those days off, just work out what time you'd need to wake up, and then add extra 2 minutes there. I read Ian Thorpe's diary on his comeback when he was trying to make the Olympic Games, and one of the things he did, he would set it, so if he had to set an alarm for 6 a.m, he would set his alarm for like 6 or so, just 2 minutes later, because over a whole year, that's 12 hours extra sleep he would get. And I always found that amusing, that he'd do that. But crikey, he's an Olympic champion, a multiple Olympic champion, so, what the hell do I know? So, yeah, I always enjoyed that. But try and get your main sleep. Now, it'd be pretty interesting. Shoot me through a tweet on how much sleep you actually get through the week. Everyone's different. Me personally, the lowest I get is around 46 hours, and this is something I do track. The lowest I get is 46, and the most that I will generally get is around 52 hours of sleep a week. But I feel the same generally. When I can, I'll sleep longer. But I don't muck around too. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm out. So, if you guys have any other questions, just jump on through to the website, trainsmooth.com. Send me an email, tim@trainsmooth.com. Till tomorrow, hooroo. Hooroo.